Tonight on Jay Clay's Music Box, we have the privilege of welcoming a legendary artist who has dedicated his life to uplifting souls through gospel music. For over 40 years, Dr. John P. Key's soaring voice and visionary artistry have been touching hearts and drawing listeners into the message of love and community at the heart of the gospel. From his early years leading choirs to assembling the renowned New Life Community Choir out of Charlotte, John P. Key has used his musical gifts to inspire generations. His sanctified lyrics and infectious rhythms have earned him honors including multiple Grammys, Doves, and Stellars. Yet above all, this pioneering prince of gospel music has illuminated a higher calling to lift hearts, instill hope, and spread inspiration through song to all who listen. Ladies and gentlemen, join us tonight as Jason sits down with his mentor and help us welcome the legendary Dr. John P. Key.
Are you ready for one of the most exciting, fun, Jay Clay's Music Box music shows on the SSC Network? Get ready for Jay Clay's Music Box. Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jay Clay's Music Box. And today, this man right here.
Born in North Carolina, outside the county line. Yeah, I came up in the struggle, and on the streets I had to find my way. But that was just a chapter. No, it was not Becky, and I ain't proud of the past, but I'm proud of the fact that I'm not who I was now.
Been super influential in my life, sewn into my life. Multiple Grammy Award winner, multi-stellar dub. I mean, and the list goes on and on. I call him the Jay-Z of gospel when it comes to business. My pops, the legend himself, the GOAT himself, Pastor John P. Key. What's up, Pops? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm excited, bro, just to be hanging out with you. You know how I do. We've been in the game together for years. But what folk don't know, man, I raised you, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Man, listen, I tell people he's been a part of my family. He knows my grandmother. He knows my mama. He's been knowing me since probably before I was born. You've always been for the community. I love that about you. I've learned that from you. I just appreciate that. You really care about people. You care about family. Let's talk about that.
I just keep it busy. I'm working on about 12 projects at the same time. I've got a huge staff now. Just put a wonderful studio in this particular house. I'm just comfortable and I'm happy, man. I remarried about 3 years ago. And my shorty real, man, we're on another level. We're just going after what we want in life and respecting the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, it is the Father's good pleasure, and I carry that with me. And it keeps my grind alive. My sons, you know, we're jumping off in the real estate market now, and we've been successful.
You are not only, just one of the most prolific songwriters in our industry, but also the business game. I'm glad to be able to be connected to such a legend. Let's not play it short. How did you get your start in this game? Let's go back a little bit.
My family influence started years ago. I'm the 15th of 16 children. My mother sang, my father, singer, guitarist, basketball. He played in the old E major style, and we grew up listening to quartet, and all the sisters and brothers sang or played some instruments. I attended Marysville School of Music, primarily working with my brothers. Alan Wayne. So the family had a lot of influence on John. And being the baby boy, you know, the light was on you. If you didn't play or sing as a kid, you know, something's up.
I graduated high school 14 years old, and I moved to Cali, and I was actually working with Phyllis Hyman at 14. And from then on, I got a chance to work with Byrd, the Blackbyrds, Cameo, Taiwanese jazz trombone players, so many greats. I did one of the first Peter Frampton tours, so I was a young kid playing keys. That love for and heart for gospels.
Jesus is real. I want folk to celebrate these new songs I'm writing. Let me tell you something. Let me go into a church and don't sing Standing in the Need of Prayer. Because it's those old songs that we gravitated to when we were going through. Come on, them songs meant something. And they mean something today. I tried it late one Saturday night. And I found out I sang about in that song that was at the hospital that was burning internally and her skin began to change. Everybody asked me, did you make that story up? No, God had been too good to me to make up anything. She's a partaker of my church now, almost 40 years old, loves God with all of her heart. Walking miracle.
I'm gonna date myself, but one of the first VHSs that I had was Show Up.
Back in the day, required to do 12 songs. I would do 24. For 40 years, I've been writing. But when I'm on stage, I just start doing I do worship again. I said that to say, to still be celebrated for the music of my past, I respect that so now in this season.
Show up!
Back with more, y'all. Don't turn that down.
Show up!
Coming up next on Jay Clay's Music Box.
I never wanted to be a singer, just wanted to be a writer. Edward Hawkins gave me a huge lift. That door opened. I brought a singer with me. He had a little too much to drink the night before, so I ended up singing the song I've been teaching. And that's where the singing came from. I look now, everybody got a sweatsuit on, everybody. And I remember when I was called, everybody said I was going to hell. I was preaching a sweatsuit for 22 years. I remember that. I get to testify to you. So I think the longevity really kicked in because I'm committed to the craft. I don't practice, I don't sit around and hum in the car, but it's something about getting on that stage and just realizing, you know, it's a humbling oil presence, you know. I'm anointed to do that, and my grandma taught me not to be afraid to say that.
Stay tuned, y'all. We'll be right back.
When you need, whenever you want it, the Lord will. Gotta get in this. I'll sanctify the windows. The Lord will show up.
A recent article in Newsweek cited that black colleges produce 70% of all black dentists and doctors, 50% of black engineers and public school teachers, and while HBCUs only account for 3% of the nation's colleges, they account for about 20% of the degrees awarded to African Americans. Did you know that 40% of the African American members of Congress, 50% of African American lawyers, and 80% of African American judges all graduated from an HBCU? Simmons College of Kentucky is just one of America's historically black colleges and universities that can help you pursue and realize your dreams. Simmons College of Kentucky, creating the next generation of thinkers.
Feeling so good right now. What is it that makes me want to run on anyhow? Tell them, say whatever it is now. I can't hold my peace. Won't let me hold.
Jay Clayborn's music box. I've been waiting patiently for the blessing you promised me. In my waiting, I'm assured, expecting blessing down all of you.
I never wanted to be a singer, just wanted to be a writer. And doors started opening up. I wrote a lot of gospel hits early on for some of the mass choirs, the Mississippi Mass. I made history in the Jay Clayborn Gospel Music Workshop of America. I was the only artist to ever write more than one song in the same convention. So, Hawkins gave me a huge lift. And that's where the singing came from. And if you go Google it now, it's Jesus Lives in Me. So, man, I've been in the game a minute.
I learned placement from you. You know, I learned texture from you. I learned how to maneuver through a song. Between you and Pastor Marvin Winans, you all are my biggest vocal influences. You, and then a lot of R&B cats, man, they look up to you. You know what I mean? And what does that mean for you? Not really wanting to sing, but you know, now being one of the legendary voices of all time.
It's really funny. I ain't into the name calling, but since you said that, I had an amazing time on Sunday night with Cisco. I mean, I had no idea. And he was in tears telling me like, yo, I would listen to a John P. Key record while I was in the studio. He said, and it was just amazing that you had the influence that you did in that season. The 90s was special. and I worked on a project called Colorblind. I didn't know how many people really loved and gravitated to that project to be a template, if you would, for vocals. Tank, Keith Sweat, who's a family member, so many people still talk about that Colorblind record, man, and how it really touched their lives.
Just give us the nuggets behind what has kept you going this long.
You know, it's amazing. And I'm 60 now. We're going to the John P. Key Live reunion. Atlanta, Houston, St. Louis, Chicago, and Detroit. I'm excited about it. Everybody was like, so is it going to be a lot of work? No, because that's what I do. So I think the longevity really kicked in because I'm committed to the craft, man. And then the vocal, I don't know if it's the rest, I don't know what it is, but the vocal still sounds like the same guy when I was 20 years old. It works, man.
On the people,
as the morning star, in the valley,
You said something in that I want to pinpoint. Let's talk about the anointing and the relationship of God. How important that is with what we do.
Well, when I think of the oil, I think of not just the presence of God. That oil, and I'm a preacher, you know that oil is present when I'm in trouble. That oil is present when I need God, and it allows me to understand because of the oil, I can't be locked down. I came from the street for real. A lot of folk fake them testimonies. You know, I sold dope for 4.5 years in the same area I pastored. God delivered and purchased all that land in the hood. And now, man, you will be surprised how God is blessing us in this season.
watch this. God of mercy. Yeah. Rain on.
Of the anointing, I think of what God did for me to put me in this avenue to minister to his people. I tell people I pastor where I poison. And now to know we built our church not on John P. Key. I never did a TV commercial, never did a radio commercial. I literally built this ministry going outside the four-wall structure, going into the drug dealers' cribs and saying, yo, y'all gotta put them dogs up. Yo, y'all gotta slow down this activity, and they would cuss me out. Then I look at them and say, well, look, this is what I'll do. I'll put your kid in my school for free. I'll take care of all the tuition if you holler at Mr. Get Right. You know, it worked.
Friends, here's your friend.
my nana loves you, man, and my mom.
She was so instrumental. People don't know it. I would come to Louisville, go to her shop, and chill in the back and write music. Like, that was my chill time. And I'll scare you a little bit. Some of that was before salvation.
Wow.
She knew me when. I've got nothing but respect for her, man. And I'm not the only one. Other artists, I know Daryl Coley, Shirley out of Texas, Yolanda Adams, so many people had so much respect for your grandma, man. Just because she didn't just go to the conferences, she had that smile and she loved on us. And here's what I'll say about her. She loved me when I ain't have it together, bro. You understand me?
When I say love is in me, yeah, love today. Please don't delay, send it in right away. Love's in me.
To be able to connect and to have a legend that I've looked up to that I wouldn't even be singing if it wasn't for you, man.
Well, let me flip that. Your mom. Wow, and I know you don't like to toot your own horn in your own bloodline, but your mom is one of the most prolific writers in the world. And me and her fell flat out because I used to want to push her out there in the middle, and I had to learn to respect who she was in the earth. She inspired so many of us. When I didn't think my music was jack, man, she was telling me, yo, you need to go, you need to sing. I remember, man, even some of the earliest stuff I sent to the Hawkins and got on and was singing. Man, that stuff was written at your grandmama's store, man, on that piano, on that Wurlitzer, bro.
Wow.
So, I think we connect in a place where people don't understand. You're not just an artist to me. If I need something in the city, I can call you. We're done. I just appreciate that. And we need to stop playing. It's time for us to jump on something together.
Man, yes. There will be a John P. Key and Jason Clayborn song. I'm there. I love you, man. I thank you so much, man, and thank God for you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to do this with me, man. I really, really thank you. So tell everybody how they can follow you.
I want to encourage everybody, those that are really going through, man, in this season. We serve a God that can put you back together again. Instagram, Key to it, KEETWIT. Twitter, Key to it, KEETWIT. Facebook, official John P. Key, man. Y'all follow me. We about to do great things. Hated the streaming. What I did in the hood was between me and the people, but the pandemic changed the game. So streaming live on that Facebook and the YouTube channel. Holler at me on Sundays and see what we really do in the hood. Again, we're debt free. We're thinking about building again. Just because we ain't got no bills, because the church with no bills, man, we got to do something else. So we're thinking about doing another location in the heart of the city. But whatever we do, man, I promise you guys, I'm giving God the glory. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it Gucci. It's gonna be real at all times. I got 5 more dates before the end of the year in Carolina and Virginia. So I'll be seen in a city somewhere near you soon.
Listen, this has been a legendary interview today with my pops, Pastor John P. Key. And thank you all. Continue to tune in to Jay Clay's Music Box. There's more to come. God bless you. SSC Live, SSC Network, St. Stephen Church. Love you. Let's go.
Love you, man.
Love you too, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, Lord.
Something about the DJ. Something
Some people say I'm crazy, but I can't explain the power that I feel deep inside. Whenever I call your name, silence just like fire. Shine in my bones. Yeah. When the Holy Ghost starts moving, it just won't leave me alone. Oh, it's sweeter than honey, from the honeycomb. Yeah. When the Spirit of God starts moving, just won't leave me alone. At the name of Jesus, every knee is gonna bow. From Ukraine to Kennedy, Lord, we need you. Lord, we need you now. You can call it.